Just so you know, Azra is definitely here. So we are, what is it, 5:15 coming up on Tuesday morning. A lot cooler overnight. Hence, I didn't want to get up this morning, I tell you. Didn't have the aircon on. Come on, good girl. Didn't have the aircon on last night, and I think I must have been in such a deep sleep. I literally woke up when the alarm went off, and that is so unlike me. Obviously needed my beauty sleep, didn't I? But here we are, up, about, dressed, and out for another live stroll with Azra. So hopefully we get people joining up and we can have a normal chat. So, as always, what's everyone up to today? Is it a normal day? For me, it is absolutely a normal day. Working, and then I don't think there's anything planned after work. I think it's a normal evening. James had his first training session of the new season, new football season, or if you're watching in America, soccer. And it wasn't too hot. I was quite surprised last night. Pleasant enough, but not many turned up, and I'm sort of one of those that it's a difficult one starting this early, because the kids have other activities, some holidays coming up, stuff like that. So it's a bit of a tough one, and I think in the next few weeks numbers may be small anyway, purely and simply because they break up in a few weeks' time, and then they've got the people go on holiday and stuff like that, then including us. So yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, that I understand new season, there's some new players. It's a difficult one, isn't it? But it gets them out, go away from the PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, doesn't it? So that's got to be good. So that's twice a week until October, and then once they go back onto the Astro for training, and then it will just be back to once a week. So, but James has been chomping at the bit to start playing football again. He really has, and he has got a little niggling injury with his knee, which we're sort of monitoring, because it might well be that he has to. We need to get some advice on it from the doctor. But yeah, it's one of those. When he's walking, it's click, 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 and it doesn't sound great. But they have sort of said just monitor it, see how it goes, growing pains and all that sort of thing. So see how we go. Come on, Azra. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Do like and subscribe. I can see you've had a like already. And there is a comment already coming in. Say hi to Jacqueline. Good morning to you. Thank you for watching the live stream of Azra. Although she likes to be in it more than she is today. She's sniffing everything this morning. Come on, good girl. Being very inquisitive. But yeah, do like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we're not far off 300 subscribers now, and I know probably to a lot of people it's a tiny channel, but to me it just shows that the hard work that I'm doing is working, and people are not only watching the content but enjoying it as well. If you don't know already, and forgive me if you are a returning viewer, got lots of cool stuff coming up in the next 2 to 3 months with the cruise coming up in a couple of weeks, the Mediterranean cruise. Then we've got a nice cruise down the Thames and the London Eye, and then finish off the most expensive sort of bit of the trilogy will be Euro Disney at the end of October. And I thought about it last night, and we're not actually there for Halloween, but I wonder whether they'll be doing anything for Halloween. I know America do. I don't know whether Euro Disney do. I'm sure they probably do. So we'll wait and see. We'll watch this space. So this is the normal walk that we do, Azra and myself, which very shortly we will be crossing the high road and down across the road and then towards the fields, and then that's when she stretches her legs a bit more, chases rabbits, although she doesn't go off the lead. If you've joined me before, you'll see that. She just likes to try and chase the rabbits. Because she'd be a real struggle to get back. But she's got decent extendable lead, as you can see. So she's quite happy. We take her to one of these dog parks, which is sort of fenced all the way around. Similar to, if you have seen the vlog of Centre Parks we went to in May. Do you know what? It seems like ages ago now, that, but it was only a few months ago. What else could go? No, leave it. It's just a milkshake. You'll see sort of what I mean. But there's a massive dog park there. This is at Woburn Centre Parks, and it was great. They absolutely, and both Azra and Ralph, they absolutely loved it. It was amazing, it really was. So fair dues to them for that. But we've got a few sort of places like that around here. One particular one seems to be always difficult to get into. The other one isn't so bad, and they're both as good as each other. So yeah, she quite likes that. Yeah. I'm going to start talking more and more over the sort of next few weeks about the cruise that we're going on. And I think sort of the first thing, I mean, I could talk about all the build up to it, and there'll be a vlog about that and all that sort of stuff, but two things in my mind, really. One sort of uncruise related, I suppose, and the other one is obviously to do with the cruise. But over the last, from June the 1st until we go on the cruise, which is the beginning of August, I set my goal to lose as much weight as I could. I'm not embarrassed to say it, guys. I weighed 15.9 on June the 1st. I'm not the tallest person, but that was horrendous. And I knew in myself it wasn't right when I was walking the dog and I was sort of puffing away and da-da-da-da. Anyway, I'm now down to 14.8, so over a stone lost. I want to lose a bit more if I can. We've still got time. Still got sort of 2.5 weeks or so before we go. So yeah, it's definitely something that I think is achievable. What I will say, and I have said it on a couple of other chats we've been having, is that chasing birds, it seems to be getting a lot harder now. Like the first stone seemed to come off really easily, actually, and I've not changed what I'm doing from the point of view of the walks, the diet. I've not changed any of that. So it is perplexing that the weight doesn't seem to come off. But we've got a couple of dogs here, so it can be a bit noisy to start with. We are still here, guys, just bear with, because Azra's going to get herself excited. Morning! Come on. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. Come on. Come on. Azra, come on. Let's get going. Come on. All you want to do is go and see other people, don't you? Alright, go on, let's go. Azra, straight on. Don't worry about the other dogs. Come on, let's go. So yeah, that's the plan. She's going to go to the toilet in a minute. I can just see her sniffing about. Are you going to go? Yep. Right, guys, just bear with. I am still here. Just got to clear up after said doggo. Wait. Right, we are back. And the other thing is, with weight, you know, everyone is different, and people's bodies are different. So from that point of view, I'm no wife. Azra, mind yourself because you're tangled up. Come on, step over. Oops. That's it, good girl. Everyone is different, and everybody's bodies are different. So to have lost the stone in sort of 4 weeks was good. And I thought, I could lose that again, but it isn't easy, and you have to keep working at it. So yeah, we'll see where I am come the time we go on the cruise. The other thing I was going to talk about was the Bay of Biscay. That's my first topic of the day, the Bay of Biscay. Now, we leave Southampton, or scheduled to leave Southampton. I reckon it's going to be around about 4 to 4:30. Now, if you believe the long-range forecast, even at this early stage, we've got a good day to go out. Not as hot as it has been, which is fine, but no rain. Now, a long-range forecast at this early stage probably isn't worth the paper it's written on, but it's a guide. Now, the reason I'm saying this is, coming out onto the English Channel, and if you like, around the top sort of northwest sort of part of France, that takes you into the Bay of Biscay. And come on, Azra, good girl. Everyone's looking at you. You then sort of go out into the Bay of Biscay, and the Bay of Biscay, as you may or may not know, can be like a mill pond, or it can be quite a choppy little bit of water. It's one of the sort of the last places the Atlantic has before it hits sort of Europe, as it were. I'm going to show you the sunrise over there, guys. Look at that. We haven't had a good one the last few mornings, so I thought I'd show you that. So yeah, we were on Ventura a couple of years ago, and we were very, very lucky going and coming back. It was like a mill pond. In fact, you didn't even realise you were on it. You know, it was great. They do say you can see sort of whales and other sort of animals sort of going through there. Now, I must say, we didn't. But then I wasn't sort of on my binoculars the whole time, looking out. So, yeah, I'm sure if you're that way inclined, you probably could have seen, certainly on sea days when there wasn't sort of a port to go to. There's always loads going on in the ship. But if you wanted to sort of be out on deck and just watch the world go by, then that is another option. I'm getting good at this walking backwards, aren't I? if you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to the channel. As I was saying earlier on, the channel recently has really taken off, and it's due to the content that's going out, I would guess, and also you guys supporting the channel, which is the most important thing. So thank you again. Really does mean a lot. Let's say in the next sort of 2.5, 3 months of this year, quite a few bits and pieces sort of coming up, and that's stuff that we know about. Obviously there's going to be more stuff that we'll do that we don't know about, but I did get told off by Julia with the the Euro Disney is a nice thing to do, but it's flipping expensive. But we were having this conversation last night, funnily enough. You know, I forget who it is that Julia knows, but someone she was speaking to me about, you know, they were working, and they died during a video call. I think Julia said that the person was only 44, and it's just, you just think to yourself, that is exactly the same age as me, and now Julia, and you think to yourself, we work flipping hard, you know, all our lives. You know, I've been working since early teens, and I was looking into this actually, that you have to be contributing to the state. I think it's for 30 or 35 years to get your full pension. I think I'm only a year and a half off that now. You know, and I think, you know, I've had a couple of periods where I've not been at work, but not for long periods, and you just take that into context. 35 years, let's say it's 35 years, it might be 30, but 35 years of your life you've been working, and in my case, as I'm sure in a lot of people's cases, long hours, and you think to yourself, you've got to enjoy yourself when you can. You only live once, and no, Azra, you can see which way we were going. Come on, that way. Your countdown clock is on, isn't it? I know this is all very grim, talking about this at this time of the morning, but it's true. So, if you can do, guys, enjoy life, because you just don't know, do you? So, right, enough of that, because that's horrible. We are, what are we? There we go. 0.83 of a mile into this walk. We're coming up to the halfway mark. So yeah, the Bay of Biscay is always one of those that you sort of, do you dread? I don't know if you dread, but you sort of, it's in the back of your mind, I suppose. You know, these big cruise ships are, you know, they can take a lot, but what you don't want is a really bumpy crossing where it sort of makes people feel ill and restricts you to what you can do, you know, all that sort of stuff. Because even though they can plough through it, clearly it's a little bit uncomfortable along the way. So yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? James especially, as with most things, he suffers from a little bit of travel sickness. So, and what I was saying, like most things, we have to sort of take considerations with that. Now, we tried him on sort of travel tablets, I think, but he's now got these bands that seem to help. I'm not sure, and I'll have to check this, whether he actually used them when he did his history trip to Germany, because if he didn't, it just goes to show he can do it. But I'm not sure, I'd have to check that out. But yeah, because he did a coach trip to the Rhineland in Germany with his school. That was in June. And clearly that's a hell of a way, isn't it? So yeah, I'm not sure on the answer to that. But Julia and me, I don't think it's that bad. We've both sort of been on more ferries than cruise ships when it's been bumpy. But yeah, you just have to wait and see what happens. There's loads to do on the ship, you know, normally. So we will we'll see how it goes. So yeah, well over halfway now around. We will be coming up to Julie's allotment very shortly, and then Azra's horsey friends. I think we might call it a day just after the horses, to be honest with you, which is going to be about another 5 minutes. Just allows me to catch up on my messages and what have you, as more people join up, which is great. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. You're always welcome. And yeah, we will do this obviously as we do every morning. The weekend is looking pretty calm at the minute. I have got my live Q&A for the cruise. I don't know how that's even going to work, to be honest with you. It's a live on Facebook. Am I allowed to say that on here? It's a live on Facebook. And I don't know whether you can mute people, because I just think to myself, there's myself and Julia, and there's 26 other people. And I think to myself, how can we all be talking at the same time? Well, you can't, can you? So hopefully it'll work its way out. That's the only thing. Like I know on, oh my God, what's it called? Sort of Teams, is it? You can mute everyone and then sort of unmute as and when. It must be something similar on Facebook, because it can't be the first time this has happened. Just one minute, guys. Yeah, it can't be the first time this has happened. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. Got the moon up there, and then the sun. Oh, you can't really see it. You'll see it when we get to the allotment. I normally take my standard little picture as I come over that little bit of field back there. I didn't do it because I was talking away, but we'll do it in a minute. And this gate on the left-hand side is where the allotments are. Just as I've come around that corner, a nice breeze. I don't know if that's coming out on the camera. And there's the sunrise. Look at that. Nice. It's going to be a warm day. Nice and cool at the minute. I think it's supposed to be cooler today and tomorrow, and then sort of ramping up again for the weekend. Which, to be fair, we've been quite blessed with the weather at the weekends. Sort of the last few. I don't know where you are in the country, but we're in the east, and we've been very lucky. Unfortunately, in the news, a few places now are getting hosepipe bans, which I suppose isn't a shot with the hot weather we've been having. But we'll see how long that lasts, because of course, if you look at the long range, there is nothing forecast rain-wise of any significance, really, as far as you can see. Funnily enough, there was a bit of rain when we were at football training last night, but it wasn't for long. But that sort of came out of nowhere, really. So, yeah. Okay, so we're going to be coming up to Azra's horsey friends in a minute. I don't know where they're going to be this morning. There's one quite close, but he's got his back to us. And the other two are over there. So, got two over there, one over there. I wonder whether Azra's going to have a little nose, as she does sometimes. You looking for your friends? They're over there. Looking over there. She finds it quite fascinating, especially when they're really close to us, which they sometimes are, when they're in the right field, which is this one nearest. She loves it. Never barks, just gets on with it. Right, come on. Good girl. Right, guys. Hope you have a lovely Tuesday, whatever you're doing. Thanks to those that have been watching, liked. Hopefully we've got some new subscriptions this morning as well, which is great. If you haven't already, please do. A couple more people have just come into the live, so welcome to the chat. Going to be on for another minute or two, guys. We do this every morning, so if you are new, look out for the live going on around about 5:10, because we do this every morning. Or even like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and you'll get notification when I'm going on anyway. And you're going to want to do that because with the cruise coming up, I intend to do lots of lives when we're in the ports and even on the ship, internet providing. So yeah, consider that. So yeah, guys, have a good Tuesday, and we'll catch up tomorrow.